Hi, welcome to Homemaker Living. I'm Teresa, and my husband Doug and I are working on finishing out the interior of our new shed. He's been working out here for a number of days this last week, doing the installation, putting down some floorboards, and doing a metal tin ceiling. And today he is moving on to putting up some old reclaimed shiplap siding on the walls. So I thought we would just touch base with him, see what his plan is, and watch him do a little bit of that work.
All right, here's the product that we're going to be using. This is a reclaimed product. I'm going to go ahead and reverse it. I'm going to use the back side of it so that we have a more consistency. It's 3/4 of an inch thick. It's good quality wood as far as it being reclaimed, and soon you'll see it going up on the wall. We're going to go ahead and get started on the shiplap. And again, never really installed the product before, but it's just a wood product that kind of stacks on top of each other, and it's irregular. So let's just see how this goes. I've got a little inside corner piece that I'm going to go ahead and put in the corner here. Even this, I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to give it a try, because that's what we do in construction. We just give it a try. The reason I grabbed another board was if I would have cut it here, then I would have stacked my seams on top of each other. I just don't like seeing stacked seams, so we'll use that one on the next course.
Boy, he makes that look fast and easy, doesn't he? You know, in Doug's early young adult life, he was a sider, did exterior siding. And so this really brought him back to his roots throwing this wood up on the wall, although we did do it backwards, as he mentioned earlier. When I first came out and he had uncovered wood and brought it out and laid it out for me, I was a little unsure of the siding look because it had the beveled, you know, where it was kind of popped out. I'll show you an example of that. And that wasn't really the look that I had in my mind. But then when he flipped the boards over and said, oh, well, we can move this way and it would be flat, then I was totally all over that. That was that looked really good. So let me just show you a little example of what the two look like. And you can see probably why I went with this look. Okay, so I laid out samples of the two different options. This is the original option of a little bit of a lip on it right here. And that's what I was a little unsure of. And then when he flipped it over and they were all flat on top of each other, that appealed to me a little bit more. I mean, I did like the variation of the grays and the reds, and I thought that'd be kind of cool. But if I end up wanting to do any kind of whitewashing or sanding or anything, any kind of work to the walls, I thought the option on the right would be better. Again, I liked the flat look. That was kind of what I had in my mind when we talked about doing shiplap. And again, it gives me a little bit more, I think, ease of changing it than going with the one that has the beveled edges. I don't know if you call it beveled, but it's got that little lip on every board. Anyway, so I'm glad we went with the flat side. Let's take another look at that wall. So there's the first finished wall, and I'm really pleased with it. I'm really liking how it has got that rustic look to it. It's got old nail holes in it, knots that have fallen out, different colors. We've got some grays and browns in here. No red, but that's okay. I really like the way it is playing with the tin roof and the rustic feel. You know, the outside of the shed doesn't look really rustic. We wanted it to kind of match the house and the shop, but the interior we can play with. So, and getting a hold of this reclaimed lumber and the tin roof really was a cost savings as well. Here's a look from this angle. Looks just as good as the other angle. And his plan is to finish and work on this wall tomorrow. Do the same thing, run the wood all the way up to the ceiling, and do the same thing on this wall. Doug finished up the two window walls today, as well as installing the window wraps. This is the north wall, and like I said yesterday, he ran the wood siding all the way up to the ceiling, and then he added these window wraps today. I didn't know he was going to get to that. Some reclaimed lumber that we had on hand. And then let's take a look at the south wall. He's got that wall done to the ceiling, as well as 3 window wraps. And then our last wall, the main big wall, we don't have enough material to do it in the same as the rest of the inside. So we've got to make some decisions on that. Probably run to the home store and see what we can conjure up for this wall. I don't want it to look too new since the rest of it is so rustic, but I also don't want to make it look like we're trying to match the other wood too. So we're probably going to go with something totally different. I think I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. We got the majority of the walls done with the exception of this big wall. And since we don't know exactly what we're going to be doing, I'm not sure how long that'll take us to get that complete, and I don't want to make this video too long. So we'll look for a video on that wall in the future. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel as we finish the work on this building, as well as spring is right around the corner and we're going to be moving outside and have a number of projects out there. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.